Tokyo is a city of contrasts, a place where ancient shrines stand in the shadow of skyscrapers, and quiet tradition coexists with neon-fueled chaos. But if you peel back the layers, if you walk just a little too far off the tourist trail, you'll find districts that Tokyo doesn't advertise. And one of those places is Kabukicho. Nestled within the bustling ward of Shinjuku, Kabukicho is Japan's most notorious red light district. But it wasn't always this way. The area was originally cleared during World War II bombing raids. In the post-war years, it was part of Japan's effort to rebuild. A new cultural hub was envisioned centered around a grand kabuki theater. That dream never came true. The theater was never built, but the name stuck, Kabukicho. What did rise there, instead of culture and art, was a maze of bars, nightclubs, love hotels, hostess lounges, and adult entertainment businesses. Many of them operating in a legal gray zone. Over time, Kabukicho gained another nickname, Sleepless Town. With its nightlife came its own power structure. For decades, the area was operated by the quiet influence of the Yakuza, Japan's organized crime groups. These syndicates ran protection rackets, controlled underground gambling, and kept the peace in their own brutal way. And in the middle of this web, in a crumbling mid-century building, something went very, very wrong. This is the story of the Myojo 56 building fire, a deadly blaze that many believe was no accident, a building with ties to the underworld, a tragedy that left behind questions, and perhaps lingering spirits. Welcome to Supernatural Japan. The Myojo 56 building was located just off Tokyo's Yasukuni-dori, a major avenue that cuts through Kabukicho like a neon river. The structure, built in 1962, was unremarkable on the outside, but inside it was packed with small bars, hostess clubs, and a few businesses that operated behind locked doors. At 1 a.m., on September 1st, 2001, a fire broke out. The flames began on the third floor, but quickly tore through the fourth floor, home to an illegal mahjong parlor, widely believed to be under Yakuza control. The building's safety features were either non-existent or criminally neglected. The fire exits were chained shut, emergency lights and alarms didn't work, and stairwells were blocked with clutter and stored furniture. As the fire spread, 44 people died, mostly from smoke inhalation. Many victims were found huddled near locked doors, trying desperately to escape. It was the deadliest fire in post-war Tokyo at that time, and the public demanded answers. From the start, something didn't add up. The fire spread too quickly. There was no clear cause. Multiple doors had been deliberately locked. Witnesses described a flash fire and dense, choking smoke that overwhelmed people in seconds. Investigators turned their attention to the mahjong parlor. It wasn't listed on the building's official tenant records. The owners? Unknown. The business? Completely off the books. Behind the parlor's paper walls was a world of illegal gambling and possibly laundered money. Whispers circulated that the fire was a message, a Yakuza hit, meant to eliminate a rival operation, settle debts, or silence someone who knew too much. Others suggested it was an insurance scam gone horribly wrong. The public demanded justice, but as with many stories in Kabukicho, the truth was buried under layers of silence and fear. Despite investigations by the Tokyo Metropolitan Police, no one was ever arrested. No charges were filed, and the building sat in ruins. In the years after the fire, strange things began to happen. The burned-out shell of the Myojo 56 building was cordoned off, but workers and residents in the surrounding area refused to go near it at night. Some said they heard screams, coughing, and the pounding of fists against locked doors, especially around 1 a.m., the exact time the fire began. A local bar owner claimed that on multiple occasions he saw a woman in a red dress staring out of the 4th floor window. But the building had no power, no tenants, no glass in the windows. A janitor tasked with cleaning the ruins reported seeing footprints in the ash, but only leading in, never out. Most chilling of all were the taxi ghost stories. More than one taxi driver said they picked up passengers near the ruins, only to look back to find the seat empty. The most common detail? The passenger would always ask to be dropped off nearby, but never give a specific address. The Myojo 56 building was eventually demolished, and in its place now stands a clean, modern high-rise. Offices, restaurants, bright lights, no trace of the past remains on the surface. But Kabukicho doesn't forget so easily. Some employees in the new building report feeling watched late at night. Others describe cold spots, strange electrical malfunctions, and nightmares they never had before working there. One office worker claimed she kept hearing tiles clacking in the break room, like someone was playing mahjong. She quit 2 months later. Ghost tours that pass through Kabukicho often stop across the street, but never linger for too long. Because even in a fast-paced city, or forward-looking as Tokyo, the dead still find ways to hold on. The Myojo 56 fire was more than a tragedy. It was a window into the hidden world of Kabukicho, a place where life moves fast, secrets are currency, and some doors were never meant to be open. It reminds us that even the most modern cities have forgotten corners, that among the neon and the noise, something ancient still lingers. If you find yourself in Kabukicho late at night, look up, watch the windows, and if you hear a knock on a door that shouldn't be locked, don't open it. You're listening to Supernatural Japan. If you enjoyed tonight's story, please follow, subscribe, and share this with anyone who loves a little mystery with their midnight. So I'm your host, Kevin O'Shea, of course, and I really want to thank Ricky Okanda, aka Paprika Girl on X, and other forms of social media for introducing me to this topic for this episode. She's an avid listener, and I really appreciate her input. She's always got fantastic ideas and great feedback for the podcast. I would love your input as well, everyone. If you have any ideas or topics you'd like to hear on the podcast, please email me, Kevin O'Shea, at supernaturaljapan@gmail.com. Now, I would also like to thank Michael G. McDonald for his kind comment on Facebook. Michael wrote on Facebook, "I love this podcast. It's amazing, Kevin O'Shea. I'm very proud of you, my former student. Your communication skills are front and center with your podcast." Do you like how I said the word communication wrong there? This is super special to me because Mike was one of my professors during my undergrad studies in university. My major was communication, and he was not only my instructor in many courses, but my senior thesis advisor as well. And I have a great deal of respect and admiration for him. So he was also the first cool professor I remember having. So that is just amazing. Remember, you can support the Supernatural Japan podcast and all of the other content I create by buying me a coffee. You can make a donation on Buy Me a Coffee at Busan Kevin. The link will be in the show notes. I really, really would appreciate it. Everything donated goes to help with the production of the podcast. Now, if you have any thoughts or feedback, please leave a review wherever you listen to Supernatural Japan. And of course, follow me, Kevin O'Shea, on social media. You can find photos of the Myojo 56 building and fire and everything related to lots of spooky things and supernatural things over on Instagram at Supernatural Japan. So please come on over to Instagram if you're not already there. We're up to about 150 people now, which is fantastic, but we'd love more to join. I'm pretty active on Blue Sky especially, and sometimes on X at Mad for Maple. Again, you can email the show at supernaturaljapan@gmail.com, and please check out the Facebook page if Facebook is your thing. And that's it. Until next time, keep your exits clear and your eyes open.